And our friend Danielle Savoni with our first look at the weather. The weekend is finally here.
It's finally here. We all need a weekend. And overall, it looks pretty good. It won't be as warm as today, though. It'll be a little gusty. So we got to talk about these things. Temperatures today were well above normal. We got to 21 degrees in Calgary today. It did come with some windier conditions. Right now we're gusting at 31 kilometers per hour, but we've been gusting higher than that over these last couple of hours. Another interesting thing is we quickly dropped from 21 down to 14 in just a matter of 2 hours. So temperatures will be a little all over the place as we head through the evening. And as soon as that sun sets, temps will continue to drop fast. So heads up on that one. Downtown sitting at 16 degrees. Big Four Motors, Calgary's original Jeep store and more in Tazaw Park, is at 17 right now. Tomorrow we are looking at a high of 17, winds gusting up to 40 kilometers per hour, but mainly sunny. Your full weekend forecast just ahead. Cam?
Thank you so much, Danielle. Danielle is in again, and so depending where you are in southern Alberta, will dictate how strong the winds will be.
Yes, I will say this. When I was getting my little guy in his car seat today, the winds gusted so bad that it shut the door on me, and then the recycling bins blew all down the street. And those are heavy bins.
Seen that happen before.
Right. So it's gusty today. Now, while we only have the gust that registered at the airport, so I'll show you what that is. In and around the city, I feel like it's been quite high in Calgary. But south of Calgary and to the west of Calgary, communities are under a wind warning because 100 kilometer per hour gusts are possible. Here's your Capital Chev sky cam. At this moment, we're registering at 33 kilometers per hour with regards to gusts. And then you can see the maximum wind gusts in Calgary. Okay, I think I have an issue with my mic, but I'm going to keep going here. Hopefully you can hear me well. Okay, 83 kilometers per hour is the maximum wind gust in Pincher Creek for today. 57 for Calgary, and that's recent. And then 74 Lethbridge. So it absolutely has been a gusty day. Now, we're not in the wind warning criteria here in Calgary, but areas to the south, so Okotoks down through Claresholm, Cardston, over to Pincher Creek and Crow's Nest Pass, and up through K Country, Canmore, and then over Lethbridge and areas south of Medicine Hat, so foremost, many berries. These areas are under the wind warning because 100 kilometer per hour gusts are possible throughout these next couple of hours. So for the evening, it will die down overnight, but it will still be gusty overnight. All right, 14 degrees is the current temperature in Calgary. Again, we got to 21 and we've been dropping fast since then. So keep in mind, as soon as that sun sets as well, temperatures will continue to drop fast. 20 degrees is the current temperature of Brooks, 23 in Lethbridge, and 24 in Medicine Hat and Milk River. All right, looking at that radar and satellite imagery, this is the system rolling in, and this is why we have the wind gusts here. So we're not looking at a lot of the precipitation materializing on our side of the Rockies, but we're going to get some cloud cover, and we certainly have the wind. It will still be windy tomorrow, but less windy than today. So be prepared for another gustier day. As you can see here, snowfall for the mountaintops in through the rest of this evening. And you can see also the rain near Pincher Creek and south, which could be heavy at times. This does clear out nicely overnight, setting us all up for sunshine for tomorrow for the entire day. So mainly sunny skies tomorrow in all of southern Alberta and also on the BC side and through Cranbrook and Kimberley, maybe a couple cloudy periods. Sunday, the next system rolls in, and we're looking at the potential of some rainfall in Calgary, especially between 10 a.m. and about 2 p.m. So that's a chance, 40% chance for us here in Calgary. All right, Capital Chev 5-day forecast, 17 degrees for the next couple of days. That's your daytime high for the weekend. Still chilly mornings. Again, it will be gusty out of the northwest up to 40 kilometers per hour for tomorrow, especially in the afternoon hours. And then check out next week, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe even Wednesday in those 20s.
I'm already feeling chilly.
Yeah, it's dropping. I mean, still a really nice weekend ahead.
Fair.
But not as warm as today. Gusty tomorrow as well. We are sitting at 14. Just 2 hours ago, we were at 21. So we dropped 7 degrees in a matter of just a couple of hours. Normal is 15 for this time of year. So we've been above normal for today. Look at your Capital Chev 3-day forecast into the weekend. Nice afternoons in stores, 17 degrees for daytime highs. Now for tomorrow, mainly sunny, but it will be a little gusty up to 40 kilometers per hour. And so less gusty than today. And then Sunday, we'll have some sunshine. We'll have some cloudy periods, but also the chance of rain between about 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Thank you, Danielle.
Danielle joins us now. If people were posing for photos right now. You know, the gusty winds might be an issue.
Yeah.
You seem to be doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, in Calgary, our maximum gust so far was just under 60 kilometers per hour. So at times it can get quite gusty here. And that's the story for the next couple of hours until things die down for those overnight hours. South of Calgary, around Pincher Creek, Crow's Nest Pass, gusts closer to 80. Lethbridge as well, and up to 100 kilometer per hour gusts possible there. Okay, as we head through these next 24 hours, we're still looking at gusty conditions even through much of the overnight hours, but it will tame down for tomorrow morning. 7 degrees at 8 a.m., 17 as a high tomorrow with lots of sunshine, but the winds will kick back into 40 kilometers per hour tomorrow afternoon. Your full weekend forecast coming up, Ian.
Thank you, Danielle. Danielle, you mentioned the wind earlier, so how long will these blustery conditions stick around for?
Well, tomorrow will be tamer, but it will still be gusty, just not as gusty as this. Here's what we have so far today on the maximum wind gust. 57 kilometers per hour in Calgary, 83 for Pincher Creek, 87 for Lethbridge. Lethbridge over to Pincher Creek under a wind warning all through K Country as well, and I'll show you that right here. This wind warning will be in place for the rest of this evening. Now the winds should die down over these next couple of hours. It will still be a little gusty in those overnight hours, up to about 40, 50 kilometers per hour in these areas, but not as severe. All the communities in this area, so Canmore down through K Country, Pincher Creek, Cardston, Lethbridge, and then areas south of Medicine Hat, so Foremost, Manyberries, 100 kilometer per hour gusts are possible over these next couple of hours before things calm down. As the winds calm down for tomorrow, so will the temperatures. Today we got to a high of 21 in Calgary. We're not going to be in the 20s for this weekend. We'll be a little lower than that. 13 degrees is the current temperature. Temperatures drop quite fast. We got to a high of 21. That was just a couple of hours ago. Then we quickly dropped down to 13. Here's the system that's moving through. So while the southern interior BC got some mixed precipitation, snow for the mountaintops, central Alberta seeing some rainfall. In the south, it's mainly the wind event that we've been talking about for today. As I pass through the future cast here, you can see snow for the mountaintops in the overnight hours. You can see rain developing east of the QE2 and east of Brooks in those overnight hours. But for tomorrow, we are looking at mainly sunny skies for all of southern Alberta. So a bright day on tap for tomorrow. And yes, it will be windy, but less windy. I'll show you the wind forecast in just a second. And even on Sunday, small chance of a brief isolated shower in Calgary is possible, really between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. There is that possibility. All right, Capital Chef 5-day forecast showing you 17 degrees for Calgary for tomorrow. Winds gusting out of the northwest up to 40 kilometers per hour tomorrow afternoon. Now south of us, Pincher Creek, Crow's Nest Pass, looking at gusts up to 80 kilometers per hour, and Lethbridge and Medicine Hat 60 kilometers per hour. So again, still gusty, just less gusty than today. We're looking at daytime highs of 17 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. And by next week, believe it or not, we'll be back into those 20s once again, Monday, Tuesday, and potentially Wednesday as well. Ian? Oh, Capital Chev's Skywatch camera bouncing around a little bit because it's gusty. It will be gusty for the next couple of hours, even a little gusty tomorrow. All right, so depending on what you want to do, outdoor plans are a good idea, especially for tomorrow, because in all of southern Alberta, we are looking at mainly sunny skies tomorrow. Now, it will still be gusty tomorrow afternoon, but it will be less gusty than this. These are the peak gusts that we had out there today. And as you can see, 57 kilometers per hour in Calgary, 83 in Pincher Creek, 87 in Lethbridge. So for tomorrow, for example, we are looking at gusts anywhere from 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, maybe 70 in Lethbridge. Up to 70 is possible in the Pincher Creek, Crow's Nest Pass area. And for Calgary, we're looking at 40 kilometer per hour gusts tomorrow afternoon. So yes, still windy tomorrow, but less windy than this. Okay, radar, satellite. This is the system that's approaching and moving on through. Really the precipitation, and I say precipitation because you can see snowfall for the higher elevations, rain for the lower elevations. It's breaking apart. So for southern Alberta, we're not seeing much of this in most communities. Pincher Creek, Crow's Nest Pass area is, and it will clip the far southeast, but the bulk of it is moving stateside over these next couple of hours, and we're getting the windy conditions from this. That's the story here. Okay, Salmon Arm, 17 for tomorrow. Kelowna, 19. 19, Kamloops 18, Edmonton 14, mainly cloudy skies, and further to the south, we're looking at a lot of sunshine for tomorrow. Coronation looking at gusts around 50 kilometers per hour, and again, we've talked about these areas anywhere. Lethbridge, Medicine Hat up to 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, capital shift 10-day forecast, 17 for Calgary for Saturday and Sunday, but in the 20s for Monday and Tuesday and potentially Wednesday of next week. Ian?
Big one for the Stamps.
You learned that Tyson Barrie likes hockey and red wine.
Yes.
Good to know.
He does.
In case we're invited to his housewarming party, just in case. This should be a pretty nice weekend once the wind calms down.
Yeah, and it's still a little windy tomorrow, but I mean, 17 degrees for daytime highs for the weekend. That's not so bad. 15 is what's normal, as you can see here. Today, though, we did get up to 21, but that came with gusts up to 60 kilometers per hour almost in Calgary today. Tomorrow, 40 kilometer per hour gusts in the afternoon and early evening. And again, highs of 17 degrees for the next couple of days. Mainly sunny for Saturday. Sunday, we'll see a little more cloud cover. Also the possibility of some isolated brief showers between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and pretty much Wednesday in that 20-degree range for next week. All right, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. Debbie Barry sent this one in. Lake Bonavista. You know, it's like the mirror look, right? How beautiful is that to be on a lake for the weekend enjoying the fall?
Yeah, that is an exceptional photograph. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us and have a great night.